les harmonies et la dynamique acoustique des éléments de la musique pour pouvoir produire.
So we call these pre-gait exercises.
Donc on appelle ça des avant-marches, des exercices d'avant-marche.
Pre-walking. Yes. The research shows that you should like warm up before you go walking. That's basically what we're doing, but using music to do it. So I can kind of get into that here. I'm like moving all around. So I was using like like a 6/8, like a waltz, or 3/4 to get weight shifts. That's the best pattern.
D'accord, donc les meilleurs rythmes en fait qu'elle utilise pour aider à marcher, c'est 6/8 et 3/4.
But another very normal thing that we need to work on with my patients is just stand up and sit down. That's simple, but they can't do it.
Ok, donc la chose la plus facile qu'elle aimerait bien travailler avec son patient, c'est se lever et s'asseoir, mais elle n'y arrive pas. Enfin, on n'arrive pas.
So, I want you to think about, weight shifting. I was using 6/8, the guitar. What could I do maybe for standing up and sitting down with melody and harmony? What do you think I could do?
Qu'est-ce que vous pensez qu'on peut faire?
Ascend when you're standing and descend when you're going down.
Good. Ascend, right, and descend. What instrument do you want to use? Piano. Yeah.
Or auto.
Or auto harp. Like, I am not a piano player anymore. Like, it's not my thing. But I just do a simple scale. But slower. And I follow what the PT's rules are.
D'accord. Donc, par exemple, on peut utiliser le piano et elle fait une gamme assez, une toute petite gamme et elle suit les mouvements en fait du patient.
So the rule is feet under your knees.
Donc, elle utilise plusieurs parties du corps, du coup. D'abord les pieds.
And your butt to the edge of the seat.
D'accord. Et après, elle ramène les fesses au
Your hands on your thighs, top of your legs. No pushing or grabbing.
Ouais, donc les mains sur les cuisses, il ne faut pas se pousser ou se tenir les pieds.
Yeah. And we say nose over toes.
Ah, donc le nez vers le pied.
It rhymes in English. Okay. You can make up something else. So, wake up back there. Are you okay? Okay, so I just do the scale. I ascend very slowly, and I say it out loud for a while. A verbal cue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they're up. And then I even get them to count sometimes if I want to, or if they need to breathe, because sometimes they want to hold their breath the whole time. But if they count, they'll breathe, and they might even sing with me. And then the same coming down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or we could say 6, 6, 6, 6, something like that. But you see, it's so simple for us. It's like we're ripping the music apart and only using a little piece of it to help on something very big.
D'accord, c'est assez facile, c'est comme si on prenait une partie de la musique pour utiliser. En fait.
And because you are all great musicians, classical, you play different instruments, you can use the accordion too. Who plays accordion again? Yeah, you can use that too to go up. Or you can do arpeggios on the piano, something even prettier if you like. But than a scale. But it's still very simple, the rhythm and the ascending and descending.
Ouais, donc la mélodie qu'on utilise pour se lever et s'asseoir, c'est une mélodie très simple qu'on peut faire aussi à l'accordéon, aussi au piano.
So, do you understand pattern sensory enhancement a little better? Okay, good. Now, how about we talk about TIMP for a little while? Therapeutic Instrumental Music Performance. The other thing that I was doing when he's hitting the drum. So that one is in here somewhere. Let's get the definition here.
There's
For
one
me,
on,
it's page 9. For you,
There's-
it might be different. Yeah,
There's one on
it's
page
page
9.
9. Okay, good. So, TIMP uses playing of music instruments to exercise and stimulate functional movement patterns in motor therapy.
Donc la technique TIMP utilise le fait de jouer les instruments pour, pour stimuler les mouvements et tout ce qui est thérapie motrice.
It helps with range of motion, your range.
Donc ça aide pour les mouvements.
Spatial cueing, where to go in space, where you are in space.
Okay, donc à se situer et à voir où on est dans l'espace.
Coordination of your fingers, whatever. Strength and endurance.
Donc il y a la force et l'endurance.
Finger dexterity.
Une dextérité.
Grasp and release. Like
Ah oui,
hold,
attraper et
grip.
relever.
Flexion and extension, right? Is that the same word?
Yes.
Okay. Pronation and supination. Yeah. Good. Okay. So all of those things, the drummer knows. This is the kind of stuff you would do with a drum. And I use drums a lot for TIMP because it's so non-threatening. For someone, it's so easy for a non-musician to pat a drum or hit with a stick, beat someone.
Donc elle utilise plutôt les percussions en fait pour ce genre de thérapie-là. Donc c'est plus facile en fait pour le patient, même s'il ne connaît pas les musiques, de l'utiliser.
Or like percussion, shakers, and even like the Orff instruments, because that's still in the drum family.
D'accord. Même les hochets et les percussions, I don't know what's called.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like vibraphone, xylophone. Yeah, Orff is like some guy making some techniques, and never mind about that. Anyway, the piano. I use the piano for the fine motor skills, and I create my piano like I add things to it to make it easier for them. Colors, letters, whatever.
Donc elle utilise aussi le piano pour ça et elle personnalise pour que ce soit plus facile pour les patients.
Okay, so there's an example right there. It says TMI, Therapeutic Music Intervention. So, kind of like what we were discussing the first day with the models of how to take your research and put it in an intervention. That's the structure here.
D'accord, donc il y a un exemple dessus sur à peu près ce qu'on a vu hier, sur comment prendre le modèle et le mettre dans ce type d'intervention.
Good? Okay. So we take, like from the physical therapist or occupational therapist, I get the musical exercise, like I showed you in the video, the weight shift, and the physical therapist is helping them, right? But my therapeutic music intervention, it says, well, you want to say that part?
Yeah. Donc, elle donne des exercices, des exercices musicaux aux kinésithérapeutes.
Yeah. This time, I put a marimba or xylophone in front of them, and I have them shift weight by playing a high bar and then a low bar. Maybe
Donc elle met un marimba et un xylophone et en fait son xylophone il doit jouer une note aiguë et son marimba une note grave.
And like I mentioned with my piano, you can color code the bars, make it easy for them. Take all the bars away, maybe just have 2 bars.
Donc pour le piano on peut le personnaliser, mettre des couleurs dessus pour que ce soit facile pour le patient.
And so I also may play a song with them, for them, accompany them on my instrument.
Donc elle peut aussi accompagner en faisant une chanson.
It makes it more interesting, more engaging, more fun for you. You know, it's not so boring. And you can accompany them on the djembe too. You know, you don't have to do melodic stuff.
Donc on peut les accompagner, comme ça c'est plus vivant, c'est plus, ils sont plus engagés. Ah, there's a question.
Ah, yeah.
What are some ways to do finger dexterity? Right now, our patient,
Mm-hmm.
we do piano exercises on
Yeah.
the piano. We have him do songs.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was hard to think of other ways.
Yeah. She said she wants more finger dexterity exercises. The best thing is, well, tell them what she said.
Une question sur la dextérité des doigts et quel exercice on pouvait avoir en fait.
I would get into asking my piano friends or get like a very simple piano book.
Donc elle demanderait soit un livre de piano, soit demander à ses amis qui font du piano.
Like a lesson book, and you know, try some of their warm-ups, the simplest stuff, like, you know, like even start with a scale or just 2 fingers back and forth.
We do that now. Like
Mhm.
I found some songs that use only like 3 fingers.
Yeah.
And we play it and we'll sing along. But
Yeah.
I guess I'm trying to find other ways to engage in like maybe percussion or just different instruments in general.
Yeah, for the finger, even not soloing it out, like grasping something is not bad to do that. You could do like even a regimen, like where you start with like hand drumming and then get into grasping and then go into the fingers and rotate it around.
D'accord. Donc elle a dit qu'en fait ils utilisent déjà cette technique-là avec le piano d'apprendre des choses simples dessus, mais qu'on peut faire des choses avec le tambour et des instruments comme le xylophone, je crois, c'est ça, et faire avec la baguette, mais après le faire avec les doigts.
Another thing is the recorder, the flute. Do you have something like that where they're having to cover the holes and grip at the same time? Melodica, is that what you call it?
Oui.
You could do that, or break out the accordion. I've done that, and I pump and they play sideways, or you can turn it the other way.
Donc on peut faire ça aussi avec la flûte à bec ou le mélodica, et aussi avec l'accordion, genre on pousse et ils utilisent les notes.
And in that time, it might be you are ready to transition out of the music too, and get them on the computer again, or something normal.
On peut aussi utiliser un ordinateur.
That's the whole point anyway, right? Like, graduate them. So, the end of what I was talking about, the procedure, it kind of explains it there for you. Just in case, like, you want to try this. You have it here, so you remember. And you saw a little bit of what I did.
Ouais, donc la technique dont elle a parlé est expliquée là, donc on peut l'expérimenter sur les deux.
I have so many patients in the hospital that sometimes I don't always use live music.
Donc elle a beaucoup de patients dans l'hôpital, donc du coup elle n'utilise pas tout le temps de la musique où elle est en train de jouer.
Sometimes I will bring my iPod or CD, something not too stimulating.
D'accord, des fois elle apporte de la musique elle-même dans son iPad.
Yeah. Like I might use a Beatles song or something that they like, and then it makes them want to play even more.
D'accord, elle apporte des choses qu'elle sait qu'ils aiment et du coup ça peut leur donner envie de jouer.
And that's okay. Because I know we're taught to always use live music. It's very important. Especially as a student, I think you should work on your music skills first and do that a lot. And then when you're lazy and old like me, use the iPod. So.
Donc elle pense quand même que c'est très important d'utiliser, de faire la musique en fait soi-même. Et après, bien sûr, si on a envie, ouais, c'est ça. On peut.
Some temp adaptations that I've done. There's a picture. It says adaptations for SCI. Let me see where it is. Page 9.